That is heartbreaking. And I will throw out a theory out there that, based on articles I read, based on, different people talking and things, it was said that something to do with the type of medication that they were withholding from the daughter can be used in the making of methamphetamine, and that they possibly were making it in their home. I don't know if that's true or not. It kind of would go along the theory with the fire, that they had at their property and handled on their own, and then just called authorities after and was like, "Oh, just want to let y'all know we had a house fire, but we got it under control." And like, that whole thing was so suspicious. It's just so weird. Okay, so then 1212 is when they start the petition for new laws protecting foster children. It hit 2,000 signatures. The petition calls for a law passed that would create a 5-point system of support to check in on children who are returning to families after exiting the foster care system, and to mandate long-term drug testing for families who are reunified with their children. So that's a good law. Like, I really hope that it is passed or it's in the works. So on 12/13 is when they said they finished searching the family house and property. 12/15, Oakley's grandparents, Fred and Kate, who said, like, they were helping with the investigation, released the following statement: "The Carlson family have been and continue to fully cooperate with this investigation. Our only objective is to find our granddaughter, Oakley. We're praying that Oakley will be found soon, and also for the multitude of good people working around the clock to make that happen. We ask that the media respect our privacy during this very difficult time, and we do not wish to make any further statement." So that was from the grandparents. The Oakley's law petition ends with nearly 7,000 signatures. The representative of the state gave the following statement: that he met with the representative and staff from the Washington state, and they were going to discuss policy and budget options. So I guess that's still. And then Bowers and Carlson appeared in court for allegedly not providing medication to Oakley's 6-year-old sibling. This only bad thing about the screenshot is very, very tiny. So let me blow it up some more. Which is necessary for the child's health. Okay, so basically, they did go to court and they found probable cause on 12/30. So we're now at the end of 2021. It's so sad. So they found probable cause for one count of abandonment of a dependent person in the second degree against them, and the bail was set at 150,000. They were expected back in court for their arraignment at the beginning of January. The abandonment charges are unrelated to the investigation into the disappearance of Oakley. Although Deputy Jason Walker alleged during Thursday's hearing that Bowers and Carlson clearly know what happened to the 5-year-old child and they're not saying anything. See, that's what pisses me off. That's what aggravates me. Before Thursday's court hearing, demonstrators gathered outside the courthouse demanding justice for Oakley Carlson. I'm sorry. Carly is on my mind. See, they were doing this for like 2 days. They pled not guilty to the abandonment of a dependent child. 120, let's see, adding. Okay, so on January 20th, they added 2 counts of endangerment with a controlled substance, and that goes back to what they found in the hair follicle test. So they added charges to their already ongoing case. And yeah, they based it off of that they were exposed to methamphetamines as early as July 1st, 2021. So Jamie Jo Howes is still filing complaints. They pleaded not guilty to the charges, of course. Let's see. They keep on doing. They're always doing rallies in front of the courthouse. So on March 14th, they appeared in court for trial readiness hearings, and Carlson pleaded guilty to 2 counts of endangerment with a controlled substance. Carlson, I believe, is the dad. Jamie Jo Hiles and Light the Way attend the Overboard meeting and submit public comments. Let's see. All right, let's go to his. Carlson appears for his sentencing. During the hearing, the honorable judge stated it's a father's job to protect their children. You certainly failed in that, Mr. Carlson. He was sentenced to the maximum 12 months in jail. In addition, he must not possess or use controlled substances, including marijuana, THC, without a valid prescription. He must obtain a chemical dependency evaluation. And so these are all the details of his arrest. Let's see. The defense. Sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of going through it with y'all because this is a lot of the technical stuff. So they went to court for a dependency hearing, and her attorney puts in a motion requesting that Bowers can get telephone visits with her children and mentions Oakley's name in the motion. How do you have the nerve to mention Oakley's name whenever y'all pretty much know that she's not alive? And they denied that because it was in the best interest of the children. So good for them. Bowers then pleads guilty to 2 counts of endangerment with a controlled substance. So now they have both pleaded guilty. April 22nd, Bowers was sentenced to 20 months in prison for 2 charges of child endangerment. We can see with this video. All right, so Bowers is headed to this facility to carry out her 20-month prison sentence. Okay, so there is a lot more to unpack. I think I'm going to stop right here for Oakley's case. We'll start at 527 tomorrow because I want to get back to the chat and the comments. But yeah, her case is really, really disturbing. Okay, Squirrely Burger, thank you for looking for that video for me. I will never understand how our parents are walking free on the streets when they claim they have no idea where their minor child is. Yeah, and I don't understand how they can just not be held accountable for it. It's just so frustrating. WJHL. Okay, I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey Lala, how are you? I mean, it was just a theory, but yeah, it could explain the fire. And then they blamed it on Oakley. Like, what? Imagine how many non-caring drug-addicted parents who are happy to sell their child. Oh, we're pretty sure that's probably along the lines in Harmony's case. Nerdy dug deep into that case, and there's a lot of things that point to that. I don't know about Oakley's case, but it just it's so strange. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Alice, our system is so broken. All right, Shane, you're probably back inside by now, but thanks for letting me know. They should at least be charged with neglect. They didn't even care to keep her safe, present, or alive. That is neglect. Thank you. But they do nothing about it. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, Caleb. Like, why aren't people in front of the courthouse demanding answers for Kylie? It makes no sense. Michael McAllister, I hope you have a good Friday. Squirrely, no, we have not heard from Mark. Yeah, it is a lot to digest, Shannon. I didn't realize this extensive timeline was out there. So I was just gonna kind of roll with what I knew and find articles, but I'm so glad I found this website because it's very, very informative, and I can keep up with Oakley's case that way. So hey, Power Stroke, how are you? I hope you're having a good Friday. You sent me an email, Melissa. Thank you. I'll try to remember to check that. Only got in those close to Mark and reach out to him. I clicked liked on his comments all over. Yeah, hopefully Mark is okay. Praying for him. What website? Oh, let me get you the link, Shan. All right, it's basically her whole entire story, and that's what I was saying. Like, if even if we don't always just cover the timeline, like if you guys want on your own time, you can check it out. I know not a lot of people know about her case. I just wanted to bring it to light again because, like I said, I want to be able to give these kids a voice, and that's what I'm gonna do. But that's the site. You posted the Don Wells interview in Discord. Okay. Where'd you post it at? Squirrely, because Discord's a mess. I do want to find this article because I do want y'all to know. Um, let's see. No, this is a Facebook post. I'm not logged into Facebook. Okay. So I don't know if they're going to mention this in the timeline. I haven't gotten that far down the timeline to read it extensively, but I do remember when this article came out. So let me make sure it's in here, and then I'll share it with you guys to show. Let's see. Okay, hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm reading in the background. I just want to make sure because it was an official article, and I don't want to say it without having my receipt to show. This is a very long article. Okay, so it explains like the house fire. Okay, this is the article. I'm going to share it. I'm going to put up a trigger warning. Oh, you're good, Power Stroke. I'm just touching base on a case from a couple years ago. Oakley Carlson. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's very sad. It's one where the system failed her. Okay, thank you, Squirrely. I don't know. Sign Similo, but they're gone good because they weren't helping me any. They were getting on my nerves, actually. All right, so I'm going to drop the link to this article because it's very long, but I wanted to read this part. So when we were talking about the house fire, so Andrew claimed that Oakley started the fire with a lighter while sitting on the couch and the fire had spread, but that they had been able to fight the fire themselves. Still seems odd that you wouldn't have called the fire department, doesn't it? Unless there's something you don't want them to see. Andrew first told law enforcement that he didn't call because he couldn't find his phone. But we know at some point he did report something and used Oakley as the reason for the fire. Poor Oakley. Like, really? After Andrew and Jordan were arrested and law enforcement realized they have a missing child, a missing 5-year-old little girl, it was decided that an investigation at the fire scene was needed. Here's the trigger warning. Investigators did just that, and a few things stand out to them. They found belongings in the home for all the children except for Oakley. They did not locate anything that belonged to her: clothing, toys, books, nothing. They determined that the fire did not start on the couch, but rather in the kitchen and most likely the microwave. See, this article does contradict what's on the website, but then again, it might go down later and add up to this date when they actually do a more extensive investigation. So we'll just have to see how that lines up. This gave credence to the small town rumors that Andrew and Jordan were cooking meth. This makes me wonder what was the medication that their older daughter needed, the medication they were charged with withholding, something that could be used to make something else. And this is the part, ugh. They noticed a fair amount of blood around the home, including a bloody handprint on the wall. I believe they stated they were trying to DNA test the blood, but to date, I don't think they have announced any findings on that. Law enforcement did specifically state they wanted to know if it was Oakley's blood because her disappearance had become more and more suspicious as they look at the circumstances. I will say that the other article I read said that there was even blood splatter on the blinds that are near the door. So now you see why this case kept me up all night for a while. Yeah, the system does fail a lot of people. Caleb, you don't have to do the welcome for like everyone. You can just, do it every now and then. I just don't want the chat to get aggravated with the Nightbot stuff. I was just checking it out, but I do appreciate you. Yeah, I told you it was bad, Aura. Yep. And yeah, the details are frightening, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna have to really finish reading the website when I can. I just kind of been going back through it with you guys, and I I've not heard anything about the DNA, if that's ever come back, because I haven't heard anything new about them actually being charged with murder. So like I said, I dove back into it head first, but kind of going back. So, Mary, I think Shanda's in here. You can email Shan if you need to get in touch with her. I know, Tracy. It's horrible. It's really horrible. And they can just sit behind a jail cell and not say anything about her whereabouts. She deserved justice, a proper burial, and her foster parents deserve answers. I agree. Go lay down. Okay, well, Shan's in chat right here, Mary, so she can see your comments. Shan, how are you feeling? How's your morning check-in? How is it? Okay, afternoon check-in. How is everyone feeling health-wise and mentally wise? How are you feeling today? Is everyone okay? Does anyone need anyone to talk to? Like, mental health matters, and we are here for you. So check in. 1, if you're okay. 1, if you're great. 2, if you're meh. 3, if you're just having a horrible day. 1, great. 2, meh. 3, horrible day. Squirrely Burger. No, I didn't. Sometimes the comments don't show up right here. No, I don't mind at all, Power Stroke. Of course, we all are all on the same team, and I don't mind at all. And I appreciate that. Thank you for asking. I mean, you guys gave us access to watch Creek Squad stuff, and like, we are so grateful and thankful for that, because there's so much good information in all of you guys' chats about Kylie. Like, I kid you not, we go back and forth to all the same ones, and it's like we pick up on something new every single time. So please reach out to I've already reached out to Captain Kurt, but please reach out to Upchurch, let him know we're very appreciative of him allowing us to stream y'all content on Kylie. We use it for a good cause. We're all trying to get justice for her, so we appreciate it. Stop and start and still, but I'm breathing. Okay, Shan, I'm going to need you to do whatever you did yesterday to feel better. If that means getting off of your computer and laying down and doing something completely opposite of what you've been doing, like, you need to do something to where you're feeling better, because I need you well. We all need you well. We love you. 2, man, I'm feeling the same way, Swirly Burger. I have things to do, and I don't feel like doing them, but I need to get them done. So, yeah. Yeah, no, we never, ever mind sharing. You need a hug from me? Oh, Judy, why are you lonely? Better than 3, but not quite 2. But then again, I kind of stay on the 2 most of the time, but I have a lot more 1 days than 2. I haven't had a 3-day. This is gonna be our new code. I haven't had a really bad, horrible day in a week or so. I know it sounds horrible, but yeah, there's days where I just want to sleep all day, and all of this stuff gets so heavy, and you just got to unpack it. So yes, and we are all worried about him. I know. I agree. Um, we need to make sure. If I know people aren't comfortable with giving out phone numbers, I completely understand that. Like, not every I don't give out my number to just anyone. But if we just put a channel in Discord for those that are in Discord, and those that are not, send us an email with, that way we can have a way to contact each other and check on each other and make sure everyone is okay. So either me or Shan will create a channel in Discord where you can drop your personal information, where that if anything, when you go silent, you're sick, you're in the hospital, something's going on with your family, it's just some kind of way where we can reach out and check on each other. Yeah, Shan, lay down. You have to sleep to reboot. We have our live tonight at 8:30. So, I mean, that could wait though, because I need you feeling good and up for it. And if you're not, then we can always postpone that. But I just need you to be okay and for you to take it easy. Please. Yes, I'm being mama squirrel right now. You missed the bull cropping box, Judy. Yeah, just email Shan and she'll hook you up with a private link. Okay, nope, not happening again. What's not happening again, Smitten? He's offered to give me his number, and I told him to hold off because of the way Discord was going. Oh, well, I wish now that you would have gotten his number just so we could know he's okay. But no, I'm not asking anyone to put your personal phone numbers down. Like, I'm not expecting anyone to drop a phone number. I'm just asking to at least maybe put an email, even if you have to create a separate one just for Discord, just for the purposes of us being able to contact you guys should any one of us go silent like Mark has for the last few days. We all know it's really out of character for him. We're all really worried about him. So thank you, Shan. So the contact info folder is created under general chats. So there you go. Y'all put whatever you're comfortable with. in that folder, and that way we can we'll have a place to reach out to people. Thank you, Power Stroke. I appreciate that. Judy, you're gonna have to first email Shan so you can get the invite back. And then once you have the invite back, then you'll be able to see the channels. But you do need to send her one more email. She'll be looking for it. No, not about dropping his number or mine, not letting him. Oh, yeah, thank you, Smitten, right? We are going to have to get his dang email. You are so full of love. This makes me happy just to listen to all this. Y'all are amazing. Aw, I appreciate that. Like, we all have to come together and be these children's voices and these missing persons' voices, you know, and especially the corruption that's going on around Nevada County. Like, Power Stroke, I don't know if you've been in any of our lives lately, but there's now been a lady by the name of Amy Morris who was arrested for domestic violence when actually the guy hit her first. She reacted and she bit him. They arrested her. She was arrested on the Sunday. Monday was a holiday, and Tuesday morning she was found deceased in her solo jail cell at Wayne Brown Correctional Facility. Explain that one. Like, what is going on in this town? Like really. I feel at this time Daisy Oakley will be a recovery. I like I said, based on the statements that the dad has made, the sibling said Oakley is no more. There's also been a statement where one of the siblings said Oakley was eaten by the wolves, which sounds like something her parents told her to say or something. It's just so disturbing. Like, imagine the trauma that these kids already live through, and then they're going to have trauma for the rest of their lives, knowing or not knowing the truth about what happened to their sister. And it's the same with Summer Wells kids, Summer Wells siblings. Like, her brothers went through a lot and witnessed a lot and may know a lot, and they have to deal with that. It's just so heartbreaking. There's people out there who cannot have children. There are people out there who would love to adopt, and we have all these parents that are just either selling their children for money or whatever, or they're just being neglectful because of drugs and past trauma and addiction and things like that. And it's like, if you're an addict and you have a problem, like, I just pray that these people wake up and realize they have an issue and get better for the sake of their children, because they're failing them, and the state takes them, and then the state fails them. So these kids, like these poor kids. I'm sorry. Yeah, shout out to Power Stroke. Thank you. You haven't ever been live on your own channel, you've been taking some time off. Oh, well, let us know if you ever do go live on your own channel, and we will all be there to support you. But you do awesome on panel. Like, when we watch yours, like even I know me and Shan have watched, like, just me and her streaming, and then, like, whenever you react, oh my god, like, your reactions to, like, the truth, and you're just like, what the like, oh my god, your passion, like, it matches ours. So we appreciate everything Creek Squad has done for Kylie. And I just dropped Power Strokes channel in the chat in case any of you have not already subbed to him. Let me catch up. Don't forget about the children's situation. That's way wrong. Oh yeah, also with the Amy, I wasn't forgetting. I was just letting him know about, like, the correctional facility. But I mean, we don't know all the dynamics of the family issue, but Amy Morris did leave behind 2 children, and the guy who did the domestic violence charge was a guy she met on Tinder about a year ago. He moved into her home for about a month, and all of this went down, and she's arrested, and her kids are left with this man who's only been living in their home for a month. And the sisters, Amy Morris's sisters, have been trying to get their nephews, but have been getting a lot of red tape and having to jump through hoops. And I don't understand all the goings on about that, but we're praying that the boys are safe. We're praying that this guy who has them doesn't have ill intentions. He could be taking care of them for all we know. But all we can do at this moment is pray. We have put the word out there and we've done a little bit of sleuthing, but as of right now, that's kind of the family's kind of handling it. So we're respecting that. We just pray that the boys are safe and that we find out the truth of what happened to Amy Morris. Yeah, so prior to her arrest, the boyfriend said she fell and hit her head, yet no one sought her medical treatment for a head wound. So yeah, if they didn't even bother doing a proper medical assessment on her when she was arrested, she could have had hemorrhaging. She could have, it could have been anything. And they didn't care. They just threw her in a jail cell. Like, he hits her first and the whole thing is suspicious. I also have a feeling maybe the boys do know more, and maybe that's why he's holding the boys. He doesn't want the truth to come out. I don't know. That's just, me. I have my own theories. But like I said, I pray that they're safe. I pray that they're not in harm's way, that he doesn't have any ill intentions. So yeah. Yeah, I have Mark's email. I reached out to him too. Don Wells was complaining about how hard it was to get his boys back, and what he said after that about Summer made me sick. Squirrely. See, and I'm going to be doing a live on Summer here soon, so I'm going to be catching up on that case, but sorry, y'all. I jump around. You just have to deal with my squirrels. She died in that cell. Someone has to be held accountable. Yeah, someone does. Yeah, you are very passionate. We love that about all of y'all. Like, we know, we see it, we recognize it, and that's what has drawn us to you guys. That's like I'm not even gonna lie. Whenever I was streaming y'all's content and you came in, and I was like, oh my god, because I'm like this little small channel, and I'm literally just trying to go back and talk about Kylie. And when you came in, I was just like, oh, please don't like tell us that we can't do this and they're gonna strike us. Like, I was so worried. So again, thank you to Creek Squad. Please, if you talk to Upchurch, tell him we thank him for allowing us to use y'all's content, because I mean, as you've seen, we were not using it for any other purpose but to revisit the Kylie case. I feel that passion, sir. It's why going so hard in the paint makes my heart act a fool, because I forget. Exactly, Shan. So hopefully right now you're resting and relaxing, because you do need to take care of you. Your son and you are number one. We love you. A lot of people expect so much out of you, but you can only do so much. And that is why you have us here, to help you carry all of this. It's not all on you. So please take the time for you to relax, to feel better. Eat you like some good healthy foods like you always do. Take care of yourself and reach out to us if you need us to look into anything or dig for anything. Like, don't carry it all on your own. Power Stroke, no, that whole case with Amy Morris doesn't make sense. It's crazy how all of these cases are connected. Power Stroke. So now that I have your attention for like a little bit, the Kylie Rodney, Trinity Backus, There's a missing 15-year-old they're claiming is a runaway, but they're not issuing an Amber Alert or anything because they're classifying it as a runaway. Chloe Bogan. All these three were not, they were all pretty close together. And then there's Dante De La Torre, who went out to do a school project and get soil samples and was found deceased or whatever, and they claim no foul play. We haven't heard anything about him. So far, we haven't found connections to Kylie and Trinity's case with that, but it's all still so very suspicious. And then, who am I missing? There's so many. There's just so many in this one area that it's just mind-boggling that so much is going on in that area. Has anyone considered to get... I mean, we can try to put in FOIA requests, but if it's an open investigation, they're not going to send us anything right now. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's something that we could try. All right, Power Stroke, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good Friday. I'm kind of catching up on... Yeah, money and greed is what's wrong with the world. Okay, Shan. So, how are you feeling on a level of 1 to 10? How is your comfort level? 1 being good and going all the way to 10 where you feel horrible. Give me a number. Oh, I just saw this comment by Power Stroke. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. You just ate a vegan burger? Good for you. I can't eat those things, but I will be getting my medicines today. I'm going to be getting my vitamins. I'm going to use your little screenshot that you sent me and kind of go off of that to base off of what I need. Yeah, I said, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just catching up. Cash just asked if anyone got a FOIA back on his autopsy. No, nobody has. So weird. And yeah, and we can't even find the 911 calls. Her sister can't get the 911 calls. Maybe I'll hop on panel sometime. Y'all are down for it. If not, I know I placed. Oh no, you're always welcome to jump on panel. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Like you can either come on mine and we can do Kylie Rodney, or we can go on Squirrels on Fire where we talk about Kylie Rodney. Like both of us are passionate about this, and we would love to pick your brain on some of the things that you may have different insights on or different perspectives on, and help us see things, from, just kind of collaborate together. I think that would be amazing. So if you're ever down for that, reach out to me or Squirrels on Fire. Both of our emails. Well, I'll drop my email, and Shan, I need to put one for you, Shan, but definitely reach out, Power Stroke. And if you ever want to collab with one of us, we're all for it. Shan's channel has the most, like she's a good sized channel, and we have a good sized audience there. So, and then I can always, put the video on mine. Like me and Shan we're a team. We're all a team, but you know what I mean, as creators. But yeah, that would be awesome. I'm alive and I feel like it's gonna be okay. And if it freaks me out like it did the other day, I'm gonna go to the ER. But so far so good. I'm at like a 3 or a 4. Okay, a 3 or 4 makes me happy. But you definitely need to see your doctor or something for anxiety. Like I really feel like you need something to help when you have anxiety. Yeah, she said, always welcome any one of our channels. And what she said, yeah, no matter where he shows up on panel, Shan will eventually have to walk me through adding the channels from your channel to mine, that the panels that I'm on with you, because I haven't figured all that out yet, but I will. Judy has already sent you an email yesterday, I believe. Okay, so Judy, Shan is aware right now today, as in this moment, that you are reaching out to her. So she does get bogged down with her emails. She gets hundreds a day. I can't even imagine it because I get 5 or 6 a day and I'm overwhelmed. So email her or email me, and one of us will get you an invite link. All we ask is that you link your YouTube to it just to confirm, or at least send us a DM, show us your YouTube account info. We just want to confirm who you are. That's all we ask. That's a good question. Long-term COVID is a thing, Shan. So that possibly could be what's going on. I'm gonna break those laws down in time, and then as I do, I'll just send them to you to upload to yours, or I can add you as a collab on my channel. See, I don't even know how you do all that, but whatever works. Don't break them down just yet though, because I'm going through them all and reading the chats and getting stuff that we might not have picked up on before. So don't break them down just yet, Shan. If you can just hold off on that for a little bit. Shan, do you have it set up to where you can get DMs from anyone though? Because if y'all are not friends on Discord, it might not go through. It's probably the vax you got. Wait, like you got the vaccine, the COVID vaccine? Has one of the most recent pictures with her before her disappearance. So I don't know. My heart wants to believe that Gunner was in her life. He took that picture with her August 1st, and he was like, I'll get you the hell out of here. And he did. And maybe Lindsay was ashamed and came up with this whole scheme because she doesn't know where her daughter's at. And maybe they really don't know where she's at. And maybe she's just in Hawaii living her best life. That's what I would like to believe. But I know that's not possible or probable. Press volume button down. Am I too loud? I don't even know how to do that. Shan, how do I adjust my audio? Am I loud? I don't understand. Settings, audio. I don't know how to do that, but sorry if I'm too loud. It's probably because my fan is on. How they could say she drove into the water that night is the most criminal act in itself. Yeah, that's crazy. Where do you see Mark, Caleb? Oh, you were wondering if that was him calling me? Let me. I'm gonna check, but it was just so weird because, like, I couldn't. Nothing popped up on the screen. He stated that on the video of when everyone gathered, when the cameras were on him, and then the kids. I've been meaning to send that to a Nazi friend of mine where to analyze it completely. So you're saying the dad stated that he was just a filler? Like maybe you can elaborate on that in Discord because my brain right now can't understand. How did it all just stop? No more info. It's just a big nothing. Right. It stopped because they thought everyone would bury their accident story. Surprise, surprise. Kylie's army. Huh. Yep. Here we are. In y'all face. um yes. Someone did say in our chat the other night I won't say who, but they have reached out recently, and she was awaiting a reply. So it all definitely ties together. It's how they hold shit over heads. Collateral makes people hush. So does threats and money. I just pray that one day that we do know what truly happened. I did this with Gabby Petito's case for the longest because I'm one of those people that thought or still think that Brian Laundrie actually maybe really did leave the country, only because we have so much proof of the family selling assets during the time Gabby was missing, like selling like condos that they owned, and like the proof that they had a letter trying to get Brian out of the country. And it's like, I know that they found his body and the anthropologist did a reconstruction, blah, blah, blah. But I'm one of those people that I'm like, I really hope that I one day find out if he really is gone. You know? And maybe that's just me holding on to closure, like wanting closure for these cases. Because I feel like as long as we don't know the truth about what happened to Kylie, we're never going to have that closure. And it's sad to me that it bothers us more than it bothers the people that were supposed to be the closest to her. Like, how do they have closure and we don't? I don't understand that. And maybe they don't. Maybe they're mourning in the background. Maybe they're all feeling guilty. And maybe one day they'll come out with the truth. I can only pray for that. But then again, if lives are threatened or their livelihoods are threatened, then maybe they'll never say nothing. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So, I do know who the phone call was from. It's not from Mark. I'm gonna try to catch up on questions right here, real quick. You can't label an autopsy an accident without an effing accident report, right? Okay. Okay, Shan, I'm gonna jump off of here, and we need to jump into private Discord. Wait, is she in here? What about? Yes. Okay, DMs. So, okay, so I'm gonna end this live, and we will keep you guys updated on anything important. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all for being in my lives today. We're gonna check on this and see what's going on, and we will keep you guys updated. Love you all, bless you all, and y'all have a great Friday.